I hereby acknowledge and accept the fullness and severity of my mistakes. Papers, inkwells, and books lay on the table, gathering dust. The clock is stuck just before the 12th. The plants wither and die. Flies swarm on the rotten flesh. This world is at its end, and it is where our story begins.
Ruin has found you at last. My protege, my friend. Our calculations were correct. The ephemeral equation is unbalanced. The Earth spins on a strange and terrifying new axis. And everywhere, unbridled consequence. The world is a wasteland of failures past. And yet, you must ride out into it, unafraid. Take this. It is hope, the very last of it. It is yours now. You were bold once. Be bold once more. Free yourself from this suffocating stillness. Fix your gaze on the horizon. And face the fearsome truth of the darkest dungeon.
It's been some time since we last spoke. I'm sure you still have many questions. You will find your answers, but not here. We must keep moving. Our journey begins in the twilight, the cottage between the borderlands, a lighthouse in the ocean of darkness that is consuming our world. Here we wrote our confession, the list of sins we must overcome. With our signature, the bulwark of denial will open. We shall mount the stagecoach and ride out carrying the spark of hope given to us by our dear friend, the academic. We must carry the spark of hope with us to the mountain, and once there, we will confront a failure of our past. The first stop from leaving the confession house is the crossroads, a place between worlds where decisions and deals are made by desperate and damned souls. At the crossroads, we will encounter familiar faces, heroes and mercenaries from our time in the estate, along with new ones, survivors from the ruined world, all looking for their own path towards redemption. Choose your party carefully, for once you leave, they will be with you for the rest of the expedition, unless they die along the way. But don't fret, we will see them again on our next attempt. With our sin chosen and a crew assembled, our journey begins. The valley remains largely untouched, but even here the peace is a facade. The last of the leaves fall. The trees will never bloom again. Once we cross the bridge, we have passed the safety of the valley and will encounter our first battle. Gaunts, the lost souls of a dying world, empty of hope and humanity. They will attack our group on sight, and there is no saving them, only sparing them further suffering. This is our first glimpse into the state of the world. Ruin has found it at last. We see it. More than that, we can feel it. The world is being consumed by the void. Only a few safe havens still remain in this kingdom. Inns, where survivors congregate around the light of the fireplace. We will find one at the end of each of the regions. Here we will have an opportunity to rest and resupply. to train skills, purchase equipment for the stagecoach, and choose our route forward. In order to reach the mountain, we must traverse the regions of the kingdom. They have all fallen to the madness and terror that has spread across this land. Cities on fire, armies being choked by the earth, and the countryside turned into a barren wasteland. In time, we will cover the story of these areas and try to form a memory of what they were once like. Like last time, managing the light of the torch and the sanity of our heroes is important. But now, there are more factors to balance. Our stagecoach is not impervious. We must make sure that we have proper armor and spare wheels to protect ourselves from traps and rough roads. Moreover, we must manage our loathing. Loathing is how much of the world is being overrun by evil. As we move through each area, we will encounter the Oblivion Tears, points in the world being consumed by the void. Passing through the tear will increase loathing, which will affect the flame, and increase the chances of being at a disadvantage in battle. Upon reaching maximum loathing, the heroes will be attacked by a powerful debuff depending on the sin we have chosen, and the confessional boss at the mountain will become stronger. The only way to decrease loathing is to fight and resist. As we move through the regions, we must make choices on the path forward. Will we help the survivors, or will we battle the monsters that plague this land? Will we uncover rare trinkets at the risk of sanity, or will we scout the road ahead at the cost of loathing? Decisions must be made to move forward, and not everyone in the party will be happy about it. The last thing to discuss is how we will grow our strength between runs. Candles of hope, guiding the way with their light. With enough of these candles, we will be able to rebuild this land and restore its beauty. These candles can be found along our journey or by completing goals. We can spend these at the altar of hope after we have either completed or failed our expedition. We can spend it on our heroes, permanently increasing their abilities. We can improve our stagecoach, allowing for more equipment slots, pets, and even stylish paints. Or we can spend it on various trinkets, stagecoach equipment, and combat items. But perhaps the most interesting choice is on memories. If a hero survives the run, they will unlock a memory slot. These memories will carry over for as long as the hero lives. For in moments of crisis, when the walls come crashing down and the world burns, there is comfort in a memory. Something as simple as a spring rain, a first kiss, or even a second chance. We have our goal. We must reach the mountain to face the failure of our past. 5 sins, 5 points on the Iron Crown, 5 souls to carry the hope of the world with them. We shall face struggles and setbacks on this pilgrimage. Sanity will be tested, relationships will be strained, and lives will be lost. But we must persist. For so long as the flame burns, so too will our determination to find the truth.
On and on, over and over, until the truth is laid bare, and you are finally free.